around 3.10 years of experience in as a ServiceNow QA, both manual and automation testing
Mm-hmm.
across the ITSM, HRSG,
Mm-hmm.
and the workspace modules.
Okay.
My role involved in basically the requirement analysis,
Mm-hmm.
test planning,
Mm-hmm.
and test design,
Mm-hmm.
execution,
Mm-hmm.
defect management, and regression testing.
Okay.
I also maintain the ATF, write a ATF test scripts and maintain the test scripts.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my project I also involved in upgrade testing for Vancouver to Washington DC.
Okay.
And one of my project I have worked as a ServiceNow developer, which is nothing but the catalog creation and manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
So I have created the working client scripts and business rules, UI policies,
Mm-hmm.
and things.
Okay, nice. Which service or models you have tested as of now?
As of now, I have tested the ITSM and the HRSG modules
Mm-hmm.
and the custom workspace, which is based on the GRC module.
Okay. GSE model. Okay. Only two
Yeah,
modules, right?
yeah,
Related to
yeah,
CI/CD or
related.
what?
No, uh, we have different modules for the different workspaces, right?
Yeah.
For ITSM and HRSD.
Correct.
Same thing for the earlier, my previous in organization.
Mm-hmm.
For GRC, also a custom workspace.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have worked on the I have tested the custom workspaces on that.
Okay. What type of testing did you perform in ServiceNow, Rajat?
What type of testing? I have I have performed functional testing
Mm-hmm.
and regression testing,
Okay.
support for a UAT,
Mm-hmm.
and automation testing, which is nothing but ATF.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
How do you create test cases in ServiceNow?
Uh, yeah, we can uh, create a test cases, which is a manual one or automated.
Like manually.
Yeah, for manual, we can create based on the tools. Like we have separate tools like Jira, ALM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can create test cases in that third party tool.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, we can, if allow for the specific project like test management 2.0,
Mm-hmm.
we can also create in the test management 2.0 for use creation of our test cases.
Okay. What is incident management?
Mm, Incident management, which is nothing but uh, what we say, mm, it is like a sudden interruption in the service.
Okay.
We can restore the normal service operations to the quickly possible of unplanned interruptions.
Okay. What's the difference between incident, problem, and change?
Yeah, for incident, it is a interruption of service suddenly.
Mm-hmm.
For a problem, we can if we have any fix the problem, we can directly close it. For change is nothing but um uh, you can say the permanent fixes of that specific change, or we can there is any modifications are required for that specific problems.
Okay. The problem management for which purpose mainly?
Yeah, for problem management, we can say like, is there any multiple incident we can raise for the same services or same interruptions when we get occurs,
Mhm.
then we can raise a problem it for because there is only multiple incident in the same interruption, so we can raise it as a problem.
Okay. How do you test business rule without seeing code?
Without.
Seeing code. Because as a tester, how you do validate the business rules?
Yeah, business rule we can validate as a functional wise, like conditions we have any mention, like server side we can there are a server side steps for that, so we can validate with these scenarios, I think.
Okay. ATF test passes locally but fails in another environment. Why?
We say for the environment is first thing we can say like any environmental change.
Mhm.
Other than that, we can first we can like go through the environmental wise,
Mhm.
different environmental, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can say like that only, and we can find out that check the test cases and the requirements before we can involving the both the environmental,
No, no. Do you understand
and
my
we can,
question?
yeah.
I'm asking what ATF test passes locally but it fails in another environment. What reason?
ATF ATF test passes locally.
Yeah, but it fails in another environment.
Yeah, it fails in another environment.
Yeah. Why it is failed?
Uh,
There is some reason,
like
right?
mm, there is any like we can say the some data issues and the configuration difference, or any ACL issues.
Okay.
Mm. And because the environmental also we can say the some identical ACL, right, for the different or development and test and prod.
Mhm.
Mm.
Okay. What's the difference between UI policy and client script?
There is much not difference in UI policies and client script. UI policies are basically used for a like field levels behavior in a form,
Mhm.
and the client script is any logical we can build by the logical we can go for it the client script. They can also involved in the same like for field behavior also, but is there any like logical way we can go with the client script,
Okay.
and client script we also in the client side, and the web policy also work on the client side.
Can replace manual ATF replace manual testing?
ATF can replace manual testing, we can say no,
Okay.
because we cannot test all those scenarios with the ATF,
Mhm.
and man we can like ATF has a limitations, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so we cannot say yeah automations can totally like totally cannot reflect replace with manually. We can first we can go through the functionalities, then we can also then we'll test by the automation.
Okay. SLA is not attaching to incident. What will you check?
If SLA not attached, SLAs are. Can you please repeat the question?
Yeah. SLA not attaching to the incident, what you will check?
We can we can say the. I'm not sure. It will be only we can go with the attachment.
Mhm. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I'm not aware of this one.
Not sure. Incident not assigned to not auto assign. How will debug? Can I repeat the question?
No, no, I have understand. If incident is not.
Incident not as a auto assigning. How will debug? Some cases
Mm,
incident will not auto assign, right? So in
yeah,
that
yeah.
case, how will debug?
We can like analyze the configuration of that incident, and we can say go with the logs and scripts on execution flow of that incident.
Okay. So where you will
Uh,
get that information, like if the incident is not auto assigned, then how you will find that particular incident and from which
we
table
can
you are using, where you will find that. You will be
we
able
can
to find through
find
only scripting one.
no, we can say like in we can find in system logs,
Okay.
or we can check the workflows of that particular incident,
Okay.
and same thing we can go debug the client scripts and that business rules.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question, like a user cannot see a field, how will you test?
User cannot field.
These coming upcoming questions will be like little difficult, and you try to understand the question first, and after that you can answer. Answer will be simple
Yeah.
only, but you easily can't understand the question as per my.
Okay. Further, we can say cannot see the user, but the user have particular access restriction,
Mhm,
and due to some configurations like UA policies and all,
mhm.
the user cannot see and cannot test the particular field visibility.
Correct. So I will test.
For that, yeah, we can say um, like. We can check the UA policies of that particular field level wise, so we can make like the field is hiding or make it some
Mhm.
right. uh,
There is one more.
I'm, there is one more.
Every tester regularly we are following the same process.
Mm, can't remember it. The form configurations, I think so.
Okay. Next question. Approval is skipped for a catalog item. Why?
Mm, approval.
Is skipped for a catalog item.
Okay.
For why? Why it is keep it? Is there any particular reason?
Yeah, if we can like there is any condition of that catalog item, we can skip approval.
Hmm.
And we can that particular catalog item skip that approval, or else we can have some properties of that catalog item. We can say like workflow condition of that catalog item. So the approval will be the skip based on that workflows, and the conditions we can check right
Okay.
related on.
Yeah. How do you test asynchronous business rule?
Mm, we can test the you can trigger a action like perform, or what we say we can create or update a incident specific incident record.
Hmm.
Then we can change the state of that record, and we can yeah go with that some what we say the uh, uh, after the we can save the record. It will be work as in the background like we cannot visible of that user. There is a uh, wait and trigger action for that specific async business rule. We can test on based on that one. We can also check with this same thing in the system logs.
Okay. Is asynchronous business rule logs will be transaction completes or after complete, before completes?
Yeah, it is after the completion only, after the transaction completes only, because we can submit the form, right, save the record and update any field. So then only we can transact that async business rule.
Okay. How do you test integrations without Postman?
Uh, without Postman, we can test REST API Explorer.
Hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, we can test by the REST API Explorer.
Hmm.
Um, we can go with that authentication code, authorization code for the specific REST API.
Hmm.
Yeah, without Postman, we can only test by using the REST API Explorer only.
Okay. What you will test after ServiceNow upgrade?
What will test?
After ServiceNow upgrade.
Yeah, service now upgrade. Yeah, we can test the regression testing using regression testing with the ATF.
Hmm. Only regression with ATM?
Uh, mm, yeah, only regression. I have only regression we can, and there in test we can also check the um customization testing of that particular any functionalities are broken or not after the upgrades, and we can use regression testing, and we can also use that customization testing.
Okay. And after upgrading, which test is performed?
Yeah, we mainly focus on that regression testing only because any new feature are added
Mm-hmm.
or any new code changes or can deploy
Mm-hmm.
further upgrades, and existing functionalities are may break in that specific uh, existing functionalities to the upgrade testing upgrade one.
Mm-hmm.
We can check that using by the regression,
Mm-hmm.
and we can also test other like smoke testing, and for the APIs or any emails
Mm-hmm.
and external tools we can go with the integration testing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Will the
We
smoke testing will be performed after the ServiceNow upgrade?
no, like we can also for smoke testing we can involved before the upgrade as well, but after upgrade also we can perform the smoke testing for that login and open a form and create any record such as a incident problem, and it is a basic navigation to confirm the system is stable or not.
Okay. What is smoke testing?
Smoke testing,
Hmm.
yeah, like I already mentioned, like it is a uh, basic testing done by the deployment or upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Check whether the system is stable or usable of that functions and all thing.
Okay. What are the ATF limitations?
Limitations, we can use in like limitations for a form validation,
Mm-hmm.
and some uh, what we say, uh, form validation, and we can go to the incidents and service catalogs.
Mm-hmm.
It will not fully like automate the service portal widgets, like which is dynamic widgets,
Mm-hmm.
and validate the access,
Mm-hmm.
catalog request, and HR case creation, and any create which on the knowledge articles, we can say knowledge articles
Mm-hmm.
we can test by using the ATF, and role based visibility, navigations, and field values, login and issues. And it is not fully automated for the service portal widgets, and there is some custom UI pages
Mm-hmm.
and the UI builder components. We can only test like is there any reports and dashboards visibility.
Okay.
Yeah, and mhm.
Yeah, continue. How do you ensure complete test coverage?
Do you ensure complete test coverage? We can like understand requirements thoroughly.
Mm-hmm.
Then after we can create a, requirement like requirement traceable with like a requirement and test cases and defect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we can prepare a detailed test cases and scenarios
Mm-hmm.
which is involved in the positive, negative,
Mm-hmm.
and edge cases means is that there is a sum of navigation sites, that kind of, and we can perform different types of testing, as we can as earlier I have mentioned smoke testing, functional testing,
Mm-hmm.
and regression testing, and automation and integration.
Okay.
Yeah, and maintain the test data according that it is a valid or invalid. We can coverage like using by the test management 2.0, Jira, and ALM.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What's the difference between urgency and priority?
Urgency and priority. Priority is a we can say priority is a it is a like a critical bug we need to fix immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And severity is nothing but
No, priority
uh,
and urgency, not severity.
oh, okay. Priority and yeah, as I have mentioned, like priority is we can fix it quickly,
Mm-hmm.
and it will be the um, so there is a one point I cannot remember it properly.
Mm-hmm.
Fix immediately. We can say like it is any impact of that specific defect we can raise. Uh, like simply in one line we can say how quickly the defect should be fixed,
That is called.
right?
Okay, what is that called? It's urgency or priority?
Yeah, it is a priority. It is a priority.
Okay.
Urgency will say like the defect will be fixed in uh, the how the defect will be the serious on specific system like impact of that system.
Okay. How do you test security in ServiceNow? How do you do security testing? Security testing in ServiceNow.
Security testing. Okay, sorry. Security testing. Testing. Yeah, like mm, I'm not aware of that security testing. Like we can. Yeah, I'm not aware of that security testing. Some authorized, unauthorized access or something like that only security testing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not aware of that.
No problem. What's your responsibility beyond testing?
Mm, response, um, like we can say severity and like priority and urgency of that specific issue can rise as a defect and for critical production or UAT issues, and we can respond immediately
Mm-hmm.
by analyzing and reproducing the
Mm-hmm.
coordinate with the developers.
Mm-hmm.
It is a medium or low impact issues. We can follow that specific defect wise,
Mm-hmm.
and we can track them and we can collaborate with the developers and we can fix and retest and we can deploy in that proper resolution.
Okay. How do you handle unclear requirements?
How do you handle unclear requirement?
You understand the
Mm,
question?
yeah, I understand, but
Some cases you are not able to understand the requirement, you will not get a
yeah,
proper
yeah, yeah.
requirement. During that time, what's your approach?
Yeah, first we can review the available documents
Mm-hmm.
and requirements which was given by the business analyst or stakeholders.
Mm-hmm.
Then after we cannot is there any unclear requirements are available in that specific document,
Mm-hmm.
then we immediately approach to the business analyst or product owners to verify that we can first prepare that question properly, so
Mm-hmm.
then only we can express, right? So
Correct.
this is the we can have unclear requirements in that specific documents and scenarios, so we can like we can approach them and we can clear that requirements which you have not unclear, then we can confirmation, get any confirmation regarding that one,
Mm-hmm.
then we can design the test cases accordingly.
Okay. Have you ever disagreed with the developer?
Like, can you repeat
Have
the
you
question
ever
once?
have you ever disagreed with the developer?
Yes, yes, yes. Like, there is some uh, what we say, like, what we say, like, there is some requirements, right? The business analyst will be the acceptance criteria will be the some unclear, like as we discussed the earlier question, unclear for requirements.
Correct.
So, is there any that such type of unclear requirements? We cannot like the business analyst or we cannot discuss them properly. So directly the story will assign to the developer,
Mm-hmm.
and they develop the as per the acceptance criteria, not for the business requirement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they said like this is not we find any bug or defect in that functionalities, and we can like some kind of discussion with the developers. This is they can say this is not bug, and they develop according to the requirement and some auto updated in that one. So and such things we can discuss. Like we can say uh, uh, like we can reach we can disagree with the developers, and if they need any clarification and regarding the same thing, then
Mm-hmm.
we can approach and involve the BA as well.
Do you know defect management?
Yeah, defect management, yeah, I know.
We do love. Have you find when you're finding a defect, what's your approach?
Yeah, like we can we can find any bug,
Mm-hmm.
uh, so we can collect a proper evidence,
Mm-hmm.
such as nothing but screenshots or steps, whatever it may be. Then after we analyze the uh, root cause and check the relates acceptance criteria or related modules,
Mm-hmm.
and we can say tracking tool. Yeah, we can log in the tracking tool for the clear details,
Mm-hmm.
and we assign the correct developer which is work on that specific. It is a main defect, like we can assign by the priority or a severity, or we can connect with the developers. Have to log a defect on that specific number and all. You
Mm-hmm.
can go through them and you can fix that. Then after I will be retesting that specific defect,
Mm-hmm.
and we can same like close that defect.
Okay. What you will do if a reject is rejected?
If defect is rejected,
Yeah, you find some reject with defects,
yeah.
and you said like it is a defect as per the requirement, but somewhere the
Mm-hmm.
developer is not agreed, and even
Mm-hmm.
they're going to reject that defect. So what's your approach
Yes.
during that time as a tester?
Yeah, like we can first they recheck the requirements and acceptance criteria the provided by the BA.
Mm-hmm.
If the rejection, we can firstly say the if rejection is valid,
Mm-hmm.
like after we can check the requirements and acceptance criteria.
Mm-hmm.
And if the rejection is valid, then I'll update with my test cases and close the defect. If the defect is still like it's an issue,
Mm-hmm.
then we can collect a proper evidence and discuss with the developer and BA for the clarify the based on that the defect. So if it is a valid defect, then we'll log as a defect. If it is not a valid defect, then we'll update as per that test cases, and we'll update the test cases and we'll close the defect. If it is a valid defect, then we can log in defect like in Jira with tools in we can track them.
Okay. How do you ensure zero defect leakage?
Defect leakage. We can mm, Jira defect. Mm,
Like before moving to production, do you understand the question,
mhm.
right?
Yeah, I understand, but how can I explain that same thing?
Yeah, I just clearly brought this the complete question. How do you ensure
Mhm.
zero defect leakage? Means before
Mhm.
moving to production, how you are ensure like this complete product is completely without defect and we are done with all the things before moving to production. How you are sure? Like what are the approach you are doing before moving to production?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
types of
So,
testing you are doing and what will be the strategy you're following?
yeah, we can follow like the strategy Jira defect leakage.
Mm-hmm.
We can first mention the proper test coverages
Mm-hmm.
and the defect reporting,
Mm-hmm.
and we can also requirement traceable and the regular defect analysis,
Mm-hmm.
and we can improve the test cases.
Mm-hmm.
And for that one, we can also mention we can test by the regression testing to avoid the similar issues in the future releases. And say we can go with the smoke testing for the as like you mentioned uh, the login and navigate to the module and all those things. uh, like we can in Jira we first need to track, and we analyze that one specific if there is any find anything or what. We cannot find any bugs in a testing, it will be found in a production.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we mentioned the each and every proper test cases in Jira with evidences,
Mm-hmm.
with proper positive negative scenarios,
Mm-hmm.
and we can trace that specific test cases and defects, and we can do the regression testing. And as mentioned that we can clear test steps and screenshots
Mm-hmm.
and all those things. So we
Okay.
can using these things, and we can coverage the defect using by the Jira.
Okay. How do you handle pressure from client or manager?
Mm, and manager like will if any found if we found severity or priority task.
Mm-hmm.
So based on that, we can understand the priority of that task and focus on that uh, quality we can give to the manager or stakeholders, and we can communicate with about that progression and timelines. If needed any timelines, and Is it is a urgency, and it will be the priority we can they can assign the priority task they can assign to me. We can first thing check whether these functionality these tasks will be break that functionality of that smaller task and priority of that critical items.
Mhm.
Based on that we can support take a support from the team. Otherwise we can go with the timelines and the quality given the quality delivery.
Okay. The last question: why should we hire you as a ServiceNow tester?
Mm, for that mm,
Should I repeat
why
the
should we
question?
hire you? Service now tester, right?
Why should we hire you as a ServiceNow tester?
Yeah, mm, uh, okay, yeah, I would say that I have uh, I have a strong experience on uh, hands-on experience on service now testing, and I have knowledge different types of modules on that, which is nothing but ITSM, HRSG, and the work custom workspaces. And I'm also skilled with the manual and automation testing, and I have also knowledge on the defect management and agile methodology test management 2.0.
Okay.
And I have focus on that quality delivery in time, in given time, and I communicate with the developers and stakeholders and BS with the continuously with the improve my delivery with a high quality.
Okay. Yeah, I'm done with the mock interview, Ganesh.
Okay.
And do you have any question?
Uh,